Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new series called A Minecraft Theory. The idea is simple. I take rumors and stories surrounding the Minecraft world and try to make sense of them to help us all understand our beloved block-based pixel game just a little more. To start off, I thought we'd cover one of the most hotly debated topics of the Minecraft universe: Herobrine. We've all heard the tales of fear and griefing, players from around the world reporting many peculiar cases of houses being burnt down, missing items from chests, and being attacked with no one else around. Slowly, the idea of Herobrine was formed. Now I know many of you are believers, while just as many may not believe at all, but for the sake of this theory, I'm going to assume that Herobrine is real. I know Notch himself has said he isn't, but developers have been known to lie, especially if it's beneficial for the game. Minecraft is a difficult world to tackle. The game itself comes with almost no lore. It actually comes with nothing to go on besides the default character Steve, who I'm sure all of you have noticed looks a whole lot like Herobrine. I mean exactly like Herobrine, besides one glowingly obvious difference: his eyes. I found myself debating two different reasons for this. The first, his eyes strike a remarkable resemblance to that of animals when light reflects off of them. This is caused by a sort of mirror in the animal's eyes, which help them see at night. Something we as humans don't have, which is why I didn't like that idea. I believe Herobrine is a human. Sort of. And that let me delve a little deeper. Maybe his eyes aren't glowing at all. Maybe they just aren't there. I'd like to point out that I know certain eyewitness testimonies, no pun intended, talk about glowing eyes in the dark. But for the sake of this theory, I'm going to discount these, and I'll discuss this later. So as I was saying, perhaps it's not that Herobrine possesses glowing eyes, but in fact that he has just plain white eyes. Let's just have a look at his skin on console editions. His eyes aren't actually glowing, are they? They're just white. Think about it though. When someone is emotional, either in sadness or in rage, it's displayed by their face, and in particular, their eyes. When we talk to someone, a meaningful conversation is always had by making eye contact and reading into what the person is saying. You can almost feel the emotion in how they look at you. This leads us towards discovering who or what Herobrine could be. As I said earlier, he looks almost identical to Steve, but as we just discussed, with the lack of his eyes. Therefore, perhaps the lack of his emotions, or ability to display emotions. Can you see where we're going with this yet? What if Herobrine and Steve are the same person? There is a type of mental illness that causes one person to become two. Not in the physical sense, but schizophrenia can cause a person to completely change their personality, so much so that they have no recollection of anything that happens whilst they've switched. There can be multiple triggers, and it varies from person to person, and it varies in severity, but the results are all frighteningly similar. In serious cases, when a patient has an attack, they will completely change in behavior and personality, and may not even recognize people they have known for ages. Sometimes they become more confident, outspoken, but sometimes they become depressed and even aggressive. Now imagine living in a world where you are one of the only people alive. Sure, you have those strange villagers you come across occasionally, but they look foreign, and you have no way of speaking to them. Essentially, you're out there all alone. Let's not forget the endless waves of monsters that only come out at night. And the zombies? Well, they are an odd resemblance of yourself. This pushes me even further to believe this is all Steve just losing his mind little by little. Everything is scarier when it's dark, even our own imagination. As I've looked into this further and started putting it all together, I find it hard to not believe that Herobrine is simply Steve's alter ego. The more time Steve spends alone, the more insane he goes. There are almost no accounts of players in a multiplayer session encountering Herobrine, because Steve isn't lonely. He stops losing his mind. But when he is alone, eventually Herobrine starts to take over and destroys everything Steve has worked on. Maybe Herobrine is trying to drive Steve to complete insanity so that he can take over for good. Perhaps when you first spawn into the world, you are simply taking control of Steve back from Herobrine and starting the war on insanity all over again. But that is just a theory, a Minecraft theory. Please do remember that these are just theories I have put together for discussion and are not solid fact, merely just guided ideas. Please feel free to debate and discuss them in the comment section below. If you'd like to support this series, please do leave a like and share it with your friends. Your support is always appreciated. But that's all from me, so I'll see you all next time.